Hello and welcome to another Steve Homer Reviews, and today we're going to be looking at the AGPtek MP3 player. Now I have to say this one was purchased on Amazon, and as MP3 players go, well, if you're looking for something that's no frills, no spills, and you want something that's, just going to play music. And I've got an MP3 player, I've got an iPod, but you've got to faff about with iTunes. I hate iTunes. Apple, why don't you make it simple? It's great if you want to buy stuff on your device, but if you want to try and link it up with iTunes on your PC, oh, it's a nightmare. So this isn't a diss video for Apple. I'm sure that their products are very good. As I say, I've got one of the original iPod Touch. It works, it does its job, it plays its videos, you can put some apps on it, but if you don't want all that and you just want to have just to play music or have a radio, this is definitely the thing for you. Now, it comes in this lovely brown box. There's not a lot really, there's no frills, no spills. It really is just bare bones music player. That's exactly what it is. Basically what you get in the box is obviously your box. You get your manual. The manual tends to be in sort of Chinglish, so it wouldn't be the best manual in the world, but you can kind of work your way through it. You get a set of headphones, and obviously you get the unit itself. And again, it looks a little bit like the iPod Nano, one of the original ones that they did. It's the same kind of design as that. All the menu system is done using the keys on the pad at the bottom. Now this particular version is an 8GB. Now with 8GB from the factory, let's have a look, you can get up to 1,500 songs on an 8GB internal memory. But the best thing about this one is that you can add a micro SD card to it. There's a little socket on the bottom here. Where are we? Is it on the bottom? On the side here, beg your pardon. There's a little slot here on the side, and you can put up to a 64GB card in there, which is absolutely fantastic. A little bit of expansion. Now, with the 64GB card, you can get about 4,000 songs on there. I say about because some can be a little larger than others, but hey, 4,000 songs. I've got an 8GB card in there, and I've put all of my CDs onto it. I've converted them, put them on as MP3, and I've still got gigs and gigs of room on it, which doesn't say a lot for my music collection, really, does it? But still, the screen or the display on this is very, very clear. Let me turn it on for you. I've had this now for, God, it must be, well, I had this for Christmas in 2016, well, 2015. We're now in 2016. We're now a fair few months on, so I've had this most of the year. We're now in June, so it's worked really well. Very, very good MP3 player. When it's playing, you get this lovely little graphic showing you the bars, sound bars on there. The screen, you can change the contrast and you can change the intensity of the screen through it. It's really simple, but it's so brilliant. Now, let me give you an idea of this. The price on this thing is £18.99, 19 quid from amazon.co.uk. I did have a look on eBay, and they're selling them for like, £30 on eBay. Oh well, you just got to shop around, I guess. But for less than 20 quid, you're getting yourself a really good MP3 player, and I have to say, it is good. I love my MP3 player. It's nice and small, it's nice and light, and for the cost of it, if you're out jogging and it falls in a puddle or it falls on the floor, so what? Go out and get another one, and put your music back onto it. So, as I said before, the 64GB will hold up to 4,000 songs on it, which is a huge amount of songs for an MP3 player. For the price anyway, I think it's brilliant. Now, the actual feel of this itself, as you can see, the screen automatically turns itself off after a certain period of time, just to save the battery. Obviously you've got your pause button, you've got your menu system in there. On the bottom of the unit you have a connector there for your headphones. Obviously these are provided, and they kind of resemble the ones that you get with the iPod. I actually like them. They're very, very comfortable in the ear. I know some of the mobile phones that I've had, or the I don't know, other devices that I've bought that have those little earbuds, you put them in your ear and you use them for a while and oh, your ears just ache after a while. These ones, actually I've had them in for several hours and they're very, very comfortable. So that's basically the design of it. On the bottom we have the headphone socket. You've got a little on and off switch, and the other unit there, you've got a micro USB, beg your pardon, for doing the charging. Now you can charge this using whatever you've got to hand really. You can use your mobile phone charger if that's something that you take with you. My favourite is using, as you've probably seen already, one of my other reviews, which is a power bank. You can use that. A mobile phone charger, and if you've already got a phone lead for your PC, or like me, I've got one of these power banks and you've already got one of these leads, you don't get a lead with it. That's the only letdown to it. You don't actually get a charging lead with it, which I thought was a bit unusual. Certainly mine didn't. I don't know whether, let's have a look in the manual. Generally they give you the idea of what you get with it and don't get with it, but I don't ever remember getting no, you don't. Gives you all of the stuff that you get with it, and you just get the item and you just get the headphones. That was it. But I think for 20 quid, you know. So the charging time on this, it generally takes let's have a look, a charge time of 30 minutes. This is according to the specs. Charge time of 30 minutes will get you about 10 hours worth of music play. Now on a full charge it takes about an hour to do a full charge on it, and you get 70 hours of music play. 70 hours! Blimey, that's a lot of time. You get about 12 hours if you're using the FM radio. Again, the FM radio is very, very good indeed. One of the other things that this does, if you're looking to have a dictaphone, on the side, one of the sides, I think it's internal. Yeah, there is a microphone socket, or a microphone inside the unit. It's not the best. In fact, I would say it's even worse than a microphone on a camera. You know, the built-in ones that you get on SLRs, it's not brilliant. It really isn't brilliant. However, the idea of this is to use it as a sort of dictaphone. So hold it up to your mouth and do your dictations for your notes and bits and pieces. It works fine for that, and you can hear the stuff very well. So again, you can use it if you're taking a meeting. You can obviously put that on the table in front of you. It will record it, but to be honest, you're better off using a mobile phone to record it. The audio would be a little bit better. But again, for 20 quid, for 70 hours worth of playback, it's fantastic. It really is good. I have to say that when you first get this, it does say on the instructions, actually on the box, is to charge it for about 4 hours. So about that. But the battery will last up to about 70 hours. I'm just having a look on the back of the packaging here. It's compatible with Windows XP and higher. Also Mac OS X. Let's have a look. It says also that it's not compatible with children under 3 years old. Oh well, there's obviously a bit of a compatibility issue with that. Again, on the back here it says the device operates strangely for most of human. Okay, so what are we saying? It doesn't work properly? Because it also trains your brain. Honestly, that's what it says on the back. I'll do a screenshot for you. The device operates strangely. The device operates strangely for most of human because it trains your brain. If you use it smoothly, you might not be a human. Am I reading this correctly? Because it also trains your brain. If you use it smoothly, you might be not a human. Okay. We love to hear from you. Please tell me how to make this better. No. We love to hear from you. Please tell me how to make this little thing better, or how terrible my joke is. Okay. The device comes with 12 months warranty, and contact us, and it's got a an email address on there. But to be quite honest with you, it's plain, it's basic, it just does the job. As I say, I've had this since last Christmas, Christmas 2015, in November, December time. I had it a little bit before Christmas, so it was an early gift. It's now June, so 2016. So I've been using it, and to be honest with you, I've had no problems with it at all. It hasn't missed a beat. Copying the data, if you get yourself a micro USB to standard USB and plug it into your PC, it's just seen as a folder. You open up the folder and then you copy and paste your music into it. It couldn't be easier. It really couldn't be easier. Again, if you have an extra card in there, up to 64 gigabytes micro SD card plugged into it, then it shows you two folders. It shows you an internal and it shows you the external 64 gig or whatever you've got in, whatever you put in there. You could put another 32 gig in there or 64 gig in there. It doesn't support 128 gig. It only goes up to 64 gig. But to be honest with you, you've got 64 gig external and 8 gig internal. It kind of merges the two in your playlist, so you know you've got a lot of space there to use. But with a simple cable like this, obviously this one came with my my little power bank, but to use something like this, most mobile phones these days have got a cable like this, so you just plug it into your PC. It automatically comes up as like a USB drive, and you just copy and paste or drag and drop your music onto it. It couldn't be simpler. Why can't Apple products be that simple? I don't know, but that's as simple as it is. I have to say, you know, this product, it really is, it's a brilliant product. If you haven't got one, if you just want a bit of music for the car or something like that, grab one. Or you go out running, cycling, whatever, just grab one for less than 20 quid. It's about $18.99, as I said, on Amazon.co.uk, which equates out to here in Ireland for about 24-25 euros. For that price, it's brilliant. So let's talk about the formats that you can use on this item. Well, I've got a list of them here. It supports MP3, obviously, WMA, FIAC, never heard of it, and APE, again, never heard of it. But those are the file formats that it will support. So it works quite well. Now, this particular product comes in white, black, red, blue, and yellow. So it's got every flavour that you could possibly want to go with every outfit. You probably have one for the cost of it. You could probably have one for every outfit that you have. I've got to say, I'm very impressed with it. I'm very excited about this product. If you haven't got one yet, certainly go onto Amazon.co.uk, grab yourself one. You won't be disappointed. It's a very, very good product. And as I say, I've only had to charge this a couple of times since Christmas, and I use it for about an hour or two each day. It just lasts. It's great. The audio quality as well through the earbuds that you get is, again, it's top notch. It's, well, CD quality. It's very, very good. The FM radio on it, again, is very, very good. It just works. It is very, very good. Now, the only thing is you can't use the FM radio if you've plugged it into an external speaker. Obviously, it uses the headphones as the antenna, which is the only drawback to it. It doesn't have an internal antenna. It uses, I suppose, like most mobile phones now, they have a radio built in. But no, it's a very, very good product. If you haven't got one, certainly go and get it. It's certainly recommended by me. I would definitely give this product a definite thumbs up and a definite 5 stars. I hope this has been useful for you. If you like this review, give me a thumbs up and a comment underneath. Thanks ever so much. Think different.